Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Mongolia. We are going for the Great Khan achievement and are almost done. We had to take Russia, which we have. We had to take Persia, which we have because Kashan is our subject. We had to take China, which we essentially have, except for a tiny piece of Ming here, which we left alive on purpose. I'll get to that in a second. And unfortunately, except for Taiwan here. And Japan and Tondo are going back and forth on taking Taiwan. So I declared war on Taiwan right now. On Taiwan? No, on Japan. And either they take Taiwan in the war, then we take it from Japan easily, or they do not, then we declare war on Tondo as well and then take that, and then we can be done with that. The reason we kept Ming alive so long is that we're also going for the back and control achievement, which we have to be the Emperor of China, to form Yuan and own all of China. And since we don't want to be emperor yet, we left Ming alive to sort of park that emperorship there, and then we can go for it whenever we want. Now that general unfortunately died. He wasn't my insane siege general, I don't think. You are the insane siege general? No, he actually was my 5 siege general. That is super sad. Why do I have a 5 siege general if he dies? What good is that? Where are my boats at? Here. You are just trading ships and transports. I'm just gonna sit here and blockade these guys. Take that fort, take the capital, try to get some sort of siege general over to my... 1 siege? I haven't had 1 siege in forever. Could of course grab another one. There's the final integration. So now we've eaten all our subjects. We just need Ming and Taiwan and we're done. Well, we have that 1 subject left, but we don't plan on eating them at all. More troops that we can send to the front, sure. And the faster we do this, the quicker. The better it is, I guess. We're not actually... Yes, we are blockading that. That should be okay. Maybe we don't have enough power for the full blockade here? This is Echu? No, this is Izumo. Izumo is fully blockaded. Okay. That's fine. Wait, I sent you to the wrong thing. Go there, please. Actual army of the Japanese. Where did you find that? Boats... Well, these boats of mine... Get here so you can give me reinforcements. And they're not here to fight, they're just here to annoy, take stuff back. I'm gonna put a barrage on this fort. Speed that siege up a bit. This siege I don't think needs it. There's the siege of Izumo. So now I can hunt down these people in Bango. Siege of Kyoto. Did not become the Emperor of Japan with that, or the Shogun, as they would call that. Hop, 3,000 cavalry, down that nice drain. 23,000 and 14,000, that's a big win here. Everybody has to die someday. And another 40,000 dead. Everybody's down. So why am I in this war? Good question. I think the plan now is assemble an army here, declare war on Tondo, and then siege this back. Because that's what we actually need, right? No real sense in piecing out Japan now, then we still have that issue with them occupying Taiwan. Is this sort of an army? Sort of. Good enough. Have a leader from my land. Maybe this guy. Who are you? Baham Borgligian. We have a lot of Borgligian leaders. Not that I'm complaining. We have 13 more transports here. That's excellent. So we can do this. I will probably need some sort of battle-ready fleet to go for Tondo. Although Tondo did not seem to have a particularly strong navy. I'm just going to send half of my heavies here. And the random things we picked up with them to handle this. Don't think the Japanese can afford to come out there. It's going to be fine. I'm blockading that. That is good. Siege is over. That is even better. Let's take this inland fort. We really don't need a ton of war score here. Can we already declare war on Tondo then? Or if we still have a truce? No, that's Castile. I'm looking for Tondo. No truce. Declare war. Cebu's gonna come in, but that doesn't matter. Imperialism, go. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I think we can siege their capital. So let's attach you to boats. Get out of here. Excellent, 2 base production. It does not matter at all. You know what? Just convert something. I don't want to be bothered anymore. It's not relevant for anything. Let's put a breach in this fort. And have you guys... you guys? Yes. Move over... How do we do this? I think we go here. Because control of Taiwan itself doesn't actually help much for what we're trying to do here. Albania something something. Can't be very important. Ijo is under my control. That's probably over here. Let's deal with the rest of this. This is a bit of an unfortunate situation, or an annoying situation, right? Because we can't really do what we need to do. Who's sieging this? Butuan? Are you actually sieging Tondo? Oh, you're sieging it back. Sieging Tondo back for... Is that true? Don't tell me there's another person here. You're winning against the Netherlands and Dutch Brazil. What's Butuan doing here? They must be on your side of some war and seeing your fort back. But no rebels are killing Butuan. This is so confusing. I think I want my leader over here. Oh, he died. That's not an admiral. So these revolutionaries here are now what I need to kill. To take the Tondo capital so that I then can take Taiwan in the peace deal. It's so complicated. Yearly inflation. Trading in gems. Okay. I'll take it. Speaking of trading in, I mean, this is not relevant, but... And therefore I should really not be doing it. But... transfer trade power. I don't actually care about any of those people. I don't think. Steer trade. I mean, maybe Oman. Sure. Doesn't matter. Interesting. Won the siege of Ton. That was a quick siege. So now we have their capital. We need to take that place. I think I'm going to keep my army here. I'm going to send you guys home. Is that true? Do you have any more guys around? I don't really. How about you give me, like, 2 guys, 3 guys. That get onto the boats and take Taiwan back. Because we can't demand Taiwan in the war from... Ooh. Actually got a bit of lights here. So once we win this, we want to try to reinforce that. Can't force march my ships, of course. So we can't demand Taiwan from Tondo in the war while it's still occupied by Japan. Of course. So we need to actually put our guys on there so I can do this. So much work. But I think we're getting super close here, so we should probably also prepare that war against the Ming, quote-unquote war. Occupation of me, that is fine. You grab that, and you grab that. Not that it's actually relevant anymore. The only reason we had war with Japan is really now is that we need to be able to siege this land back for Tondo, so that we can then take it from Tondo, which is dumb. Won the siege. Go somewhere. Split. That's the dumbest split you could have made. Actually, there's no good split here, so I forgive you. Control all this stuff. They actually brought some armies together here. I'm not catching that. No, I am. Run quickly. How about do your work? And your worst. So Tondo at 45%, I'm sure would be enough for piecing out here once we have Taiwan. And then I don't know that I want to take anything from Japanese. I mean, I can, but I don't know why I would. What's the point, really? You are ready. So let's grab you, not that you need it. A general from over here, like, who has more siege? You have 3 siege. Baekchagan, please get over there. And declare one Ming. Take the mandate of heaven. This time we actually mean it. We've declared a lot of wars earlier for taking the mandate of heaven, and we never actually meant it, but this time we do. Occupation. Get there. Kill a bunch of people. Get there. Get there. Let's make sure that this is the last thing we need. These places. Nothing around here. That place. That's it. Don't need Ryukyu, right? No. Or Japan? No. Good. Good, good. You actually lived, which is impressive to me. I could piece Japan out now that we have control of it. Nah, I need to keep that siege going for a second there. So, recording of overlays is activated, so you should be able to see when I get the achievements. And the first one is going to happen very soon. I'm going to talk to Tondo. I'm going to say sue for peace, and I'm going to say I need this land, Tondo. That's all. You can keep your rest. It's fine. Just this. And your money, because I mean that way. Get out of here. That's that. Then Japan. I want you to be my vassal. No. I want you to steer your trade to me, transfer me your trade power, and give me your money. Too much work. Like this. Japan, get out. My boats transport my troops somehow. Then Ming. 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 I need to have the mandate of heaven and that piece of land. Claim the mandate of heaven from the false pretender Ming. Yes, and your money. There's the Great Khan, achievement unlocked. Excellent, 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 excellent. Alright, generous peace offer, casus belli. So now if we look at this mandate drop. Sure, there are probably some people we could make tributary, but if we had taken the emperorship earlier, it would just die here because of the gigantic negative mandate. Let's just have a look at this before we finish all the things. Establish tributary, could get Moldavia, Multan, Oman, small people here. But like already these people are very much saying no. And if you look at somebody like the Ottomans, Bahmanis is our neighbor, even wouldn't do it, of course. Ottomans definitely wouldn't do it, right? They had war. It doesn't even say. I wish it would say. Such as their own, rivalry, tons of development, government rank, and they're at war and we can't. Also they hate us. So no, this would have been horrible to do this first, but as this, it should be fine. Now I should be able to press that button, right? Ooh, do I need to go up in stability or something? Reform Great Yuan, what are we lacking? Stability at least 2. Boost. Now can I press the button? Yes. Reform Great Yuan, gain their second Beijing, capital is gonna move there, things are gonna get renamed, we get into Prestige. And we can even take those new traditions ambitions, sure. Not that we're going to use them anymore. And I assume that at the beginning of next month, this means we get our thing, right? Prussia is now no longer happy. It's fine. So we wait for the... there's the achievement. Back in control. Achievement unlocked. Excellent. We got it. Naturally, we shall pay 5,000 ducats for 5 mandate. Of course. Of course. All right. So we did it. We are Yuan. Pretty big and red. Can have a look at those ideas if you want to. Because we have some time here, right? We get core creation cost still, morale of armies plus 10%, technology cost minus 10%, shock damage plus 10%, envoy territory and movement speed, sure, administrative efficiency plus 5%, and goods produced. And also we get manpower, cavalry compatibility, and number of states. That is pretty huge. That would be pretty good ideas to use. But if we had taken that mandate earlier, we would really had to do a lot of forced tributary wars on people like the Ottomans, and then they would have been super libertarians, and Bahmanis would have been a problem. We just would have been dying. Our mandate would have been dropping to the ground, and then, you know, we would have been paper taker just like Ming was. This way, we got our Great Khan achievement. We took all the regions. Let's have a quick look at our regions map mode. Regions. Yes, we took the Russia region. We took the Persia region. Does it actually mean region? China regions. Does it say areas? No, these are not areas. I feel like these are bigger than just these names here. Anyway, we took Persia, we took Russia, and we took China. And that is that for that achievement. And then we took China and formed Yuan for back in control. This is the longest campaign I've ever done. At least on video for sure, both in terms of end date, 1741, we're less than 100 years away from the end of the game, and in time, this is episode like 62 or 63 or something super long like that. I can check. 66, episode 66. So we took 60. I think the longest before was our Frozen Assets achievement with like 54 or something, and now we're 66 episodes in. Thank you guys for sticking around. Sticking around for this long. I mean, some of this were really, really interesting. The war against where Russia, China, and Persia attacked us from all sides. That was a very painful war. That first war against the Ottomans was really painful as well, and a lot of work. And then, of course, there was a lot of other interesting stuff. There were a couple of not that interesting episodes, of course, and we have 66 episodes, and this is EU. Sometimes you have a bit of management to do. I like that Japan is almost our color. It looks like it's our land. I like that. But we did it, and that is what counts here. What we learn is don't become Emperor of China unless you really, really know what know what you're doing. Also, if you want to beat the Ming, be a horde with over 300 development and not their tributary, and then their mandate is going to drop really quickly, and you will be able to beat them with much fewer troops, especially if you have mountains. And as we've learned in this campaign, all of this map is freaking mountains. How about that? Simple terrain map mode. Brown is mountains. Look at this. It's all mountains, and this is highlands, which is almost as bad, and there's probably some hills somewhere too that I'm not seeing right now. Yes, all this gray stuff is hills. So it's all just incredibly bad terrain, especially for our horses, of course. Up here, our horses did well. Would I go again for that many horses? Probably not. It was pretty expensive. I mean, they did combat well, but going over 2 or 4 horses in your armies doesn't do too much. They're not that much better at fighting, even with the cavalry compatibility. And later on, we had issues with having too many horses. So I probably would, if I would do this again, would still build some horses, but probably not go for the insane amounts of horses we had, and probably not go for aristocratic ideas, although they did well. We got the cavalry compatibility that did well. The autonomy reduction was great. The Gen absolutism was fine. Manpower is good, of course, and the leader siege, that was awesome. This was really good. The extra siege pip on all of our generals, that was really great. I've never had this many siege pips on general as I had this campaign. We could probably have done a bit more with some policies, especially when we're capped on all these points, like going for even more shock pips or going for some extra trade here, but that's all right. Also, trade-wise, we did not need to switch to trade ideas, I think. We were running then at a point where we got insane amounts of money anyway. But I just like transferring the trade around a lot and then gaining insane amounts of money. Look at us steering 191 ducats into here. And we collect 418 ducats in Persia. That's just insane, I love it. And we're even collecting, 60 over here. Still pretty good. Well, thank you guys for sticking around. This was a lot of fun and a super long campaign. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, or even more. Even more would be even better, right? I hope you enjoyed it a lot. And I hope you stick around for other campaigns. There should be a Indian campaign in Dharma running right now, I assume, unless something really weird happened. And I hope to see you there. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time.